All right, so here's the back of the house. And I just wanted to take a little bit of a video from back here to kind of show you there is some extra parking. Like you can come all the way up to this little barn back here, and then there's a little area there that you could potentially pull into for like some turnaround. Looks like you might get a little bit of rain that drains off there. I doubt that it's, too much because there's not a lot of significant erosion right there, but you do have this little barn. It's a little older and more rickety, but it's here. Sorry, I don't think you can see that very well. The sunlight was in. Sorry about that. All right, so here we go. Barn, there we go. That door slides to the side, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's attached to that tree, and it looks like it's kind of bowing, so that's about as far over as I could get it without putting a whole lot of effort into it. But I'm noticing that there's some moss that's growing up on the roof. So it's probably going to either need a new roof or might have some issues there. Also just some damage from like woodpeckers and whatnot. You can see birds, wood boring insects, and then you can see there's some damage from the roof coming down in. Just some decent storage, nothing to write home about. It does have a concrete floor, at least here in the front part. Doesn't seem to be terrible roof-wise from in here. Some of that issues just along the front. But a good place for storage. If you cleaned it up, organized it, it wouldn't be too terribly bad. There is electric run out here, even though the lights, I couldn't get them to turn on. Oh, goodness. There we go. The other thing I wanted to talk about while we were out here is, this is a cistern. So this property is fed by a cistern. That means that you would be having water hauled in. You can see there, it looks like it's, I think you can tell, see that little golf ball on the very top of this post. That shows the water level. So it looks like it's been filled up pretty recently. Probably a couple 100 gallons of water goes in there. I know we have a rental property that has a cistern, and to fill that up is about 38 bucks for a load. And I think that lasts our full-time tenant almost a month. I usually hear the water truck come in to the rental about once a month. Not 100% sure on that, so don't mark my words, but with a property like this, you might not see quite so much. Now, I'm not sure, this actually looks a little bit like a well head with a well casing. So I'm not sure if that's just coming in off of the cistern, which is very, very possible that it's just tied into the cistern and not actually like a well in there anywhere. But I can do a little bit of more questioning about that when we get to it. The one thing I wanted to do was to take a look underneath of the house, but that door is locked, and I'm, for the life of me, cannot find a key for that. Just because there's a little bit of sloping, in the house. This area here that has this siding going horizontally, that's where that kitchen area is. And I did note there seemed to be a little bit of softness. Not really softness, but just like an area where the kitchen floor dips down. And so you can kind of tell here in this area, there seems to be a little bit of a shift with that foundation there. The other thing that I would want to find out is what's underneath this back deck. It almost looks like a holding, like there might have been a cistern in that at one point in time. Totally could have been possible to have had that there, and they may have moved it back for whatever reason. But because it is parged, normally a deck wouldn't be parged like that around the outside. Cinder block underneath. You would normally just have a deck. A wooden deck would be a lot less expensive to build than concrete block. The roof looks like it's in decent shape, which is good. You can see up there. The exterior, except for just a couple places of rot, seems really good. These A-frame houses don't always have gutters, so you can see it does not have a gutter, which means the rain just falls right off the slope of the roof and hits the ground. Which could be causing some of this rot to happen along the bottom. But it's not too bad on this side, actually, on the side of the house. So it's hard to tell if that's really, I don't don't know that would be something I would be concerned about. Again, you can see the driveway is just super quaint and pretty right there. Again, my assumption would be, so let's walk up here and I'll show you my assumption. My assumption would be that your septic is out in the front there, in that area. The white pipe that comes out there is likely your sewer line that runs to your septic tank, so you've got a little clean out there. And then this is the doorway that you would normally go into the crawl space with, but of course it is locked and I could not find a key inside anywhere. Again, you know, some other concerns that I have a little bit about this property. You can see this is one of the deck posts and it moves. It's not secured with anything. The ones up here, I don't know, this one looks like it might be the same way. No, it's definitely sitting on that one, but you know, if there's any shifting to this block there, you would have a little issue. And again, this is the back side of the house. One thing I noted when I went back in the house after the cleaners left was that in the bathroom, in the closet that I poked my head around to, that is, it looked like it had a hookup for a washer, a wash machine. So that's always nice to know that you have that, that option there too. Yeah. So I know this is a little bit smaller than what you guys were thinking of, and so a couple things I was kind of trying to brainstorm would have been, you know, what ways would you be able to expand? And one of the places that you could potentially expand would be off of this back side. So in the house, this window is right where the steps go up the steps. The steps go up to the loft. That next window there is that first floor bedroom. So it's potential here to have maybe a doorway in this front window, because that's a little bit of a entryway hallway space anyway, and to come off with something off the side this direction, maybe expand that that bedroom, the area behind that bedroom, so where the siding is, that's where your bathroom is, so maybe even expanding that bathroom area. We would want to double check to see kind of what, if you are interested, what the septic records and stuff would be like from the health department. So is it only rated for a 2-bedroom septic, or could you expand and add like a 3rd bedroom here? So just some things that we would want to delve into. And of course, that's if you're interested in the property. Again, I'm going to get you in the sunlight here, but I wanted to look at the back side of this roof, and you can't really see it super well because of the sunshine, but here's the back side of the house.